Hey guys, welcome to another cool tool Tuesday. So I showed you guys this before. This is the Princess Auto knockout set. And what had happened is, if you'll notice on the video, there was lots of oil on the tool. Typically this tool always leaks, but it leaked to the point that it ran out of hydraulic fluid and it stopped working on me. And it's leaking like a sieve all over the place. So what this tool came with is it came with a parts breakdown in the manual and a O-ring rebuild kit. So let's give this a whirl. Let's try to find where it's leaking and see if we can make it work again. Follow along. You want out? So one of the things that happened on this was when I went to use it on a after hour service call. For one, it ran out of oil, and dummy me, I did not bring any more hydraulic jack oil with me. So we put in regular tractor hydraulic oil, and it must have gotten an air pocket. Right now we're just trying to see, I want to try to cycle this a few times and see where the worst leaks are so that we can rebuild this properly. This guy was just in there hand tight. Not sure if that's how that is supposed to be or not, but we are going to take apart that part right there. That's the piston. Cool. Spin that out of there. Spin the draw stout out. I don't feel as though that's where the majority of my leaks are coming from. So that O-ring looks nice and round, and that didn't seem to be where I was noticing the majority of oil leaks. So let's keep on going with this. So we're going to take the ram off now. Stab myself, that's always good. So this had a couple, I lost them. 3 spring washers in there, just to give back tension to that C-clip there. Now let's take a look at this guy. So to me even, I don't know, I don't see why that should be leaking either, in all honesty. Again, it's got 3 spring washers here, just to keep back tension on everything. So these ones here are starting to look a little bit more flattened. Again, another 3 clips, or 3 springs. Definitely more wear I'm seeing on these. So let's count these to see how much we are given, how many I need. So that's 2, 4, 6 of those. And this kit comes with one of the plastic washers and a big O-ring for the piston, which is good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Interesting. It is not a full rebuild kit. Well, I guess we can only rebuild what we can rebuild. So let's pick the worst looking offenders here. Where did I put the O-ring kit? O-ring kit. I have an O-ring kit somewhere. I have an O-ring kit somewhere. Okay, well, we're going to try what we got and go from there, guys. So this one must go in there, which would be my thoughts. We'll give it the old percussive maintenance here. Would have guessed that they would have given a seal for that one, O-ring. I have no idea where this little guy goes. Probably the one for in here, but I ain't taking that out. It's not leaking enough through there. So where I think it's leaking the worst is out of this guy right here. So we're just going to replace these and call that good enough, and we'll replace these. Well, I don't like the one that they gave this, because when you put it on, it stretches all out and looks like crap. Right to the bucket. We'll put that one back on. New O-ring right there. Perfect. That one's good. There's one in here, and we'll put the new one in. So, seeing that we only got 4 of these and not 6 of these, to me, these ones look all right. I'm guessing that this is the side that they're leaking on. And these aren't even all the same size that they gave me. Plus, they're not split. So I don't even think we're going to use those backup ones. We're just going to replace the O-rings. Okay, so that's that side done. Now we're going to go to this side, just spin them off. I've got a better idea. This time I'm going to put this on over top. Then I'm going to pull this one out. But yeah, now I'm not fighting it. Awesome. Well, first off, let's put this handle back on. Give her the old tappy tap. Wow. Lost that one. That is going to be a pain. Oh, did I lose that one too? Nope. Now I gotta go find the other one. Oh man, I sure didn't think I was gonna find that thing. Went flying out of my hands, landed up on the old stereo on the top of the shelf. I'm lucky. And it's got these hash marks to line up too. I got one more O-ring there, so I'll take the worst one that I can see. Hopefully it was that one. Here's these backup spring washers that they got. Backup spring washer pack that they have in there. Just giving them a quick wipe before I throw it in. Now this goes in here. Goes behind. Now let's see if it fits in the case. And it sure does not. I put the head on backwards. Which, if I was paying attention, I could have noticed because there's a wear there from the spring pack. And no wear there from the spring pack. There we go. Third time's a charm, right? So I put that one in backwards. Not that one. That one's good. This one. Now I'm going to test fit it before I clip it all together this time. So now to fill this tool, you spin off this part of the handle right here, and you got your hydraulic cylinder. So luckily we didn't lose too much oil here. And in all honesty, I don't think the tractor oil that I put in there was the issue. I think all I had was an airlock. But I got some liquid winch, hydraulic jack oil, and we'll throw this in there. Try to bleed it first. Nice thing was it comes with this little, how do we see it? Little spout that flips out. Let's put the straw stud in there to see if this thing's actually moving. So I'm doing this, hoping that will help bring out the air. Okay, well, she's bottoming out there, guys. Ain't getting too much left for air in here. Let's thread this back on. Now, where that small O-ring may be for, let's pull this apart. Something don't feel right. So where we're going into with this now is there was some shmoo on this magnet in here. And to me, it feels like it's airlocked or it's not getting enough oil pressure. There's a couple ball bearings in here. We cleaned out the shmoo. We'll go through this part because this is the check valve. And we'll make sure there's no shmoo in there. Well, there's not too much for shmoo. Let's put her back together. Got the magnet. So what this says in the destruction manual is to fill this to the point of overflowing when the ram is fully extended. So I worked all the air out, took this bladder part off, found that there's a lot of metal shmoo in there. Didn't really care for having metal shmoo in there. Let's see if we can get that stupid air bubble out. There we go. Air bubble is out. Let's see if we can cycle this a few times. Oh yeah, that's feeling good. Ooh, I can hear bubbles. Try again and again. So what I'm trying to do is cycling this is trying to get any air bubbles that are in the piston or the ram or somewhere in the connections. But just like bleeding the brakes in your truck, yeah, everything's starting to feel firm once it's sucked right in. So I think we'll be good. I have lots of work for this tool here this week with doing that fence again. You guys will see. And want to make sure this works good for me. And even if it doesn't, I'll still go buy another one because these are cheap. This has lasted me. I have done nothing to this except for adding a bit of this probably about a year back now. I've had this tool for probably close to 3 years now, and it's given me next to no issues. So even if this does break and I can't get her completely fixed, I will still buy this exact same tool again because this for $200 is a way better deal Then the Greenlee one for 15 plus. So see, I could hear it gurgling as we went back, and there's just there's a little air pocket in the dingus end here, so we'll just try to oh so carefully bleed that off. I'll pop it right up with fluid here. Now we'll plug that in, and hopefully it works. Perfect. Now to give it one last wipe down and put it back in the case. Done. See you guys next Tuesday.